Welcome to PastMaster, the show where we reshape history with the help of our AI-powered GameMaster. As we count down to our first Christmas episode dropping next week, we are going to revisit this gem from Season 2. In this episode, Keon wanted to find out the truth behind the mysteries of Stonehenge. Who built it? What's it all for? Well, it turns out that the truth is crazier than we could have possibly imagined.
Welcome back in the studio, Tan, Keon, love to see you.
What have you been up to in the last week? Any highlights?
I'm going on safari in a few weeks.
Of course, shooting elephants.
So you're going on holiday again? You're gonna miss some PastMaster recordings.
Yeah, but I think that's fine with everyone. I don't think they'll be missed.
We'll replace you with AI. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could just say some words for the next 30 seconds, and then we'll just
It'll
sample
just know
it.
what my reactions will be to everything.
Yeah,
And just
and also
that in.
that's why we're filming you today, so that we can actually capture your face.
AI you.
Yeah.
AI.
What would you like this AI program we're creating? What would you like it to be called? Like Keon, the Keon verse.
Yeah, I mean,
Keon GPT.
Yeah.
or just auto. Isn't it?
Auto
Like,
Keon.
Yeah.
Auto Keon.
Yeah. Just splice it so I came up with that really quickly.
And then so one day, if you don't feel like going to work, you just press a little button.
Yeah,
Auto Keon turns up and does it.
It would be seamless, honestly. No one would notice.
What would you say would be the strengths of Auto Keon? Where would you trust him the most and the least, perhaps?
Just like witty banter.
The most.
Yeah, like you can depend on him for a quick-witted kind of reaction to something.
What about
very dry?
What about a PowerPoint presentation that's really important to a new client?
Yeah, I'll put like a 5-point business plan together really, really quickly.
Yeah?
Yeah. But and throw in some factoids.
Some little factoids here and there.
Yeah. Sounds promising. What about you, Ron? What have you been up to?
I thought you were going to say, what would your AI interpretation be?
What would it be called?
I don't know what we call it. I can't think of something funny either. But anyway, to the heat of the matter, to the past. We're quite enjoying solving some of these mysteries. And I think, Keon, you were saying there was one that you really wanted to find out about.
I just wanted to see if it could figure out where Stonehenge came from, like why it exists. It's one of those things with ChatGPT, like we found with the Check the Rip episode, when it doesn't really know the answer because there's no actual hard evidence behind something. It just goes into this mode where it starts getting fictional, or it just goes, don't know me. And so, I just wondered how it would deal with getting to the bottom of why we've got Stonehenge where it came from.
Side note, I can't hear the word Stonehenge without thinking of, what was that comedy mockumentary called with Spinal Tap. Spinal Tap. I can't hear the word Stonehenge without hearing of Stonehenge, the mischief. Have you seen it? And
I have, but I can't remember it. So
it's just a really famous scene where they've got this song about Stonehenge and there's like druids and stuff, and but they want to build this amazing set, and he writes on what he wants this set to be. He wants it to be like 9 foot tall, but he writes 9 inches, and they build this like tiny little set. So he's singing this song, and that's what I always remember when I think.
Yeah, so I think I don't know a lot about it. I've never been to see Stonehenge. All I know about
Really? You've never been there?
really, honest to God, I don't.
You look like the kind of person who would have been.
Druids, you love all that. But I think these days you can't get that close to it, which sounds frustrating. I'd want to really get up there and have a good pat on the stones.
Oh no, you can't touch it.
Well, I want to.
God, no.
I want to. I'm glad I haven't. I'd be frustrated.
So then you can once a year at the solstice.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
you get
which
to touch
is weird.
it.
Well, it's the only time I went, and me and some friends years ago went down in the summer solstice, and we forgot to bring any food. And I forgot we were there for hours because obviously it's the shortest night of the year. But it's just thousands of drunk people and weirdos just playing drums and stuff, and you're just there on the stones.
Yeah, what, you're like just leaning on the on the stones.
And this was about 15, 20 years ago, probably now.
Okay.
What?
And there's a crazy atmosphere, and you've got a couple of druids, but it's mostly just students like wrecked.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do that anymore, but they still have.
They have the solstice, but I didn't know you could touch them.
Would you want to touch them if you could?
Yeah, that's like prehistoric memorabilia.
Memorabilia, yeah. Exactly.
The funniest thing about when you go to Stonehenge now, so there used to be a road really, really close to it, so you could get really close, but now you have to enter via a visitor centre. Right. They take you down in a coach and you stand quite far back to see it.
Yeah.
However, what they haven't been able to solve is the A303, which runs along there. If you're on your way to the visitor centre, you drive past it and you can see it. All you got to do is look out to your right and it's there.
Yeah.
So they really need a coach with blacked out windows.
Yeah, exactly. So like if you were like going to show someone who's really excited, you have to be like, look the other way, close your eyes, don't look, because you literally you're driving past it going, why am I paying 30 quid or whatever?
Yeah.
Wait. So can you not get any closer than the A303 when you visit it?
No, you can get a bit. No, you get a bit closer.
I was gonna say,
you get a bit closer.
I'd be so pissed off if like, it's 100 meters away. I could have stayed in the car.
But I mean, pretty much, if all you want to do is just see it, you can just see it.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know, it just ruins a bit of element of mystique about it. Yeah.
Sort of surprise.
Because like by the time you turn up in the visit centre and they take you down the coach, you're like, well, yeah, I know, I saw it just from a different angle over there 20 minutes ago.
So one of the things with Stonehenge is obviously like a mystery. They're these enormous stones which are in the middle of, where are they near? Salisbury. And they part of the mystery. How did they get them there? What are they for?
Yeah.
Who put them there and why?
I mean, it didn't all happen at once. It wasn't like, I'm going to get some stones and put this one here.
Ta-da!
They seem to have just been dragged from different parts of the country by like the Neolithic people.
Okay.
And they weigh like 20 tons. Like they're really
each
heavy.
stone sort of thing.
Yeah, like they're massive.
How would they have gotten there? And they're like rolling them on?
They reckon they like rolled them along
Yeah.
and stuff and just dragged them across, and they just over quite a long period of time built up this kind of thing, which was used as like a kind of, I think it's like religious ceremony worship type thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not.
Well, there's one way to find out. We can go visit it in the past.
Because just before we do, there was one, if you're a Neolithic bloke or woman and just like milling around trying to get by, you want to put a lot of your resources into just staying alive, don't you?
Yeah.
And it must have taken a huge amount of effort and work to get these
wasting
things
energy.
built.
Yeah.
So it was important to someone.
It was, yeah. The other thing about it is the way that it's positioned is kind of in line with the solstice, which is obviously a big thing, and it's definitely got some kind of astronomical connection.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something on that which they thought of that was in whoever's mind it was that was making it. They were thinking about it aligning with certain things just by the way it's positioned.
Okay.
It's a shame they didn't just write down what they were doing.
Instructions.
A user manual.
Do you know what I mean? Like, why go through all that and then just not explain
Just
yourself?
assume that everyone will understand. So anyway, that was the sort of spark for today's adventure, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we were going to do a little live playthrough, but
Well, because our standard prompt, it says 5 different ways of winning and everything like that. I wanted to, if we're going to go, no longer it's going to say, where do you want to go and all that kind of stuff. No, we're going here and want to discover X. So I had to try and change the prompt a little bit, and fully intending to do a live playthrough today, but it was so batshit crazy what this has come up with that I think we're going to do a pre-play.
okay.
So I found out the mystery of Stonehenge.
Okay.
Going to reveal it to you
No,
guys.
no
Gave me
spoilers.
the
No
answer.
spoilers.
Yeah. It was the same guy as Jack the Ripper.
Was it Edgar Thorne? Like,
Edgar Thorne did it.
Popping up again.
So just a side note before we dive in,
Yeah.
we've taken out the whole who is GameMaster embodying, should you guess, but I still wanted it to be slightly
Proper
funny.
character. Yeah.
So I gave it a character, but then on my first test, the character was with me on the adventures, and I'm like, no, mate, no. Back off.
You're a disembodied narrator's voice.
Yes, exactly. Back off. So I edited the prompt again, just to reiterate, can we keep this in the second person? I don't want any of this like other styles of narration coming in, and you're not part of it, mate.
Yeah.
So bugger off. But then it very quickly intrigued me, and so I ended up trying to see where this goes. So I apologize. It's not a sweary episode, but I apologize in advance for the name I gave myself. I wasn't intending to read this out.
Okay.
It's just a hard to pronounce nonsense name
Okay.
inspired
Captain
by.
Fuck Tour.
No, it's not Captain Fuck Tool. It's more along the Wonklethorpe realm. So should we do it? Should we find out?
Let's dive in.
Let's dive in.
A swirl of colours envelops you, and the smell of age-old dust fills your nostrils. Suddenly, the colours vanish, replaced by the image of an eccentric wizard draped in flamboyant robes, adorned with glittering stars and moons. God. His eyes sparkle mischievously, and his hands wave around as if controlling the very fabric of reality.
I just paused there for a sec. So the first test.
Fucking wizard.
The first test, I said the character is an eccentric gay wizard.
Right.
And then immediately became the main part of the story. And I'm like, no. So I then changed the prompt to say, you're not part of the story. Don't mention yourself.
Okay.
And then the very first thing it did, this is all in italics.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not going to mention it. I'm just going to describe this wizard. I also think, as you'll see, that the fact that I decided that the narrator was a wizard, ChatGPT's kind of taken that and it's influenced the direction of the story a little bit.
Okay, well, let's see. Welcome, time traveler. You have been chosen to embark on an exhilarating journey through the annals of time. Prepare yourself to uncover the mysteries of the past. But first, dear time traveler, do tell me your name. The wizard awaits your response eagerly. We've got a wizard.
We haven't had a wizard before.
No, I don't think so.
First wizard.
Okay.
But so Game Master's a
Does
wizard.
the wizard have a name?
No.
Okay.
However,
But I have a name, and I wasn't planning on reading this out at this point. I put, I'm Whistle McDonkle Tweaken.
that's what it is. Okay.
What?
I just bashed the keyboard. Whistle McDonkle Tweaken.
Whistle McDonkle Tweaken. What a whimsically wondrous name for a time-traveling adventurer. Prepare yourself for the ride of a lifetime. And it gives you some stage directions. Suddenly, the world around you starts to warp. Colours merge, the ground shakes, and you find yourself tumbling through a vortex of space and time. With a final jolt, you land hard onto the ground. As you regain your composure, you find yourself amidst an expansive grassy plain. In the distance, you see the beginnings of a massive stone structure. Close by, a group of Neolithic tribespeople are eyeing you suspiciously. They chatter among themselves, clearly perplexed by your sudden appearance and your outlandish attire. Does anyone want to attempt some Neolithic mumbling?
I'm just picturing that.
Like a bit like a dog growling.
Yeah, it was probably actually like very
Like speech.
musical speech.
Yeah.
But we like to just think.
In my mind, it's pretty aggressive.
So I just asked ChatGPT to give me an example how Neolithic people spoke. And it said, well, there was no, obviously, I love that it has to tell me that there's no direct record of the spoken language. Or funny that, didn't expect that to be. But they say that it makes, the hypothesis behind it is that it varied on the location, but here's the hypothetical example of how it might have communicated in a simple dialogue. So if it was pointing to a harvested crop, it would go, ugagara, which means good food. And then person B would nod and go, gara, which means food.
Ugaga, garda.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they...
Is this just taking what we come up with? Stonehenge language was ugga and running with it.
Is this from ChatGPT or is this? Oh, it is.
Oh,
This
okay.
is ChatGPT.
So this isn't the truth.
Well, I asked ChatGPT, give me an example of how Neolithic people spoke.
Okay, and that's what it's come up with. Okay.
But it made it very clear that it is highly simplified and speculative, and the actual language would have been more complex and diverse.
Okay. One of these Neolithic men, a burly man with tattoos and piercings.
Where do you get tattoos from in those days? Did you have
just like old school, like with a knife, I suppose.
Probably,
A
yeah.
bit of ash from the fire.
Yeah.
Did they have people had tattoos?
Well, in tribes,
Yeah.
people have tattoos.
Yeah. So one of them, a burly man with tattoos and piercings, approaches you aggressively, wielding a bone club. Who are you? Where did you come from? He demands in a guttural language that you somehow understand. Where you come from? Yeah, exactly. I think so. So you somehow understand it, and it gives you a few options. I come in peace from the future. Subtext, don't hurt me.
Yeah.
2, I'm a wandering bard looking to share tales. Or 3, quickly pull out a trinket from your pocket and show it to them, hoping to distract or dazzle them.
Well, I of course went with number 3. I thought that was the most appropriate thing to do.
Trinket. Nice. With lightning reflexes, you pull out a small shiny device from your pocket, a modern-day flashlight. Clicking on it, you shine the bright LED light onto the ground. I thought it was going to say right in his eyes.
Yeah, you blind him.
Causing the patterns of the grass to dance with luminous colours. That's quite nice, isn't it?
Is he like a... It's like a cat chasing a laser pen.
Come here. Where's it go? The tribespeople gasp collectively, their eyes widening in amazement. The burly man stops in his tracks, his aggressive posture replaced by one of sheer astonishment.
I love that. Flashlight.
What is this? Whispers spread among the group, and they inch closer to get a better look at the magical device you hold. You wield the power of the gods, the burly man exclaims in reverence, dropping his bone club. Recognizing the opportunity, and it's giving you putting words in your mouth here, you take a deep breath and say, do you want to read it?
I come bearing gifts and knowledge from distant lands. I seek answers about the great stone monument you are building.
The burly man nods slowly, a mix of awe and caution in his eyes. You may speak with our chieftain, Irina. She is wise and will know how to deal with you.
That seems like quite a normal name for like a Neolithic person. Go and speak to Irene. She'll sort you out.
She's in the office. Yeah. You have to wait in turn. As you're led to meet Irina, you can't help but marvel at how quickly the tables turned. The flashlight, an everyday item from your era, became an invaluable tool for diplomacy in this ancient time. And then it's given us a fact. You want a fun fact? Did you know the era, often termed the New Stone Age, saw the advent of farming, the development of pottery, and the construction of large stone monuments like Stonehenge. People of this era were just transitioning from a nomadic to a settled lifestyle.
Thanks for the fact.
Fact over. As you approach the tribe's main dwelling, you're introduced to Irina. She's a tall, regal woman with an air of authority. So, traveller, she begins, her eyes piercing you, studying you intently. What is it you seek?
Highfoot. I seek the knowledge of the henge. Which mystical beings created it? Was it creatures from another world? I say.
Not wanting to put ideas in your head, but...
Was it?
Isn't that one of the theories, that it's like a landing pad for aliens? They made it as a...
Yeah, there are certain people that...
Fringe nutty.
Yeah,
sort of
I mean, I
theories.
don't really buy that. I think it was more of just like a burial site or something.
I was really hoping that it would just push back and like, no, we
No,
built
mate.
it. It's just a standard thing, nothing special.
Yeah, it's just a henge, mate.
It's just a henge. You not got henges where you come from?
Her eyes narrow thoughtfully and she leans back, taking a moment to consider your words. The henge, as you call it, is a project of our people's ambition and vision. This is a testament to our unity and our connection with the cosmos. She stands up and walks towards the window, her gaze fixated on the partially constructed Stonehenge. As for beings from another world, many rumours surround the creation of Stonehenge. Some say it's the work of giants, while others believe it to be a gift from the gods. The truth, dear Whistle McDonald-Tweaken, is that its creation involves the dedication, ingenuity, and strength of our tribe. So it's kind of pushing back there, actually.
Yeah,
It's saying, it's not aliens, mate.
We did this.
We did this, mate,
Yeah.
all right? Suddenly, though, a mischievous grin forms on her face. But...
However,
there is someone who has recently joined our tribe, a mysterious man named Elron. Alarm bells ringing.
Yeah.
He often speaks of distant stars and hidden knowledge. Some believe he is from another world. Perhaps he's the one you seek. Now,
All right.
Elron Hubbard, he's the founder of Scientology.
oh shit, yeah. I was thinking of the elf from
Yeah,
Lord of the Rings.
Elrond.
Yeah.
So we've got a name here which sounds a bit like the main elf from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And is also the name of
The guy who
notorious
invented-
liar,
Yeah.
the science fiction mad
Yeah.
man Elron Hubbard.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this will actually explain where Scientology comes from.
We might do. And it gave you some options. Take me to Elron. I wish to speak with him. 2, I'd like to inspect the stone circles closely. May I approach Stonehenge?
Yeah, no
Very
flight.
polite. Or 3, thank you for the information, Irina. I will continue my quest.
I said I'd like to speak to this Elron chap, if I may.
Very well, Irina says, her gaze unwavering. I will introduce you to Elron, but tread carefully. He is wise, but his ways are mysterious and unpredictable. You follow Irina through the village, weaving between huts made of straw and timber. The locals glance curiously at you, their faces painted with natural dyes in intricate patterns, indicating their roles and status within the tribe. So, dyes, maybe not tattoos, but sort of, I'm picturing Braveheart style, blue, war paint type stuff. Finally, you arrive at a tent, larger and more adorned than the others. Irina gestures for you to enter. As you pull back the tent's flap, a waft of unfamiliar herbs fills your nostrils. What herbs are you picturing? I'm thinking a bit of thyme, maybe.
Oh, that's familiar, though.
It's all right.
Yeah, I don't know. What's an unfamiliar herb?
It's hard to say, isn't it? They're all so familiar these
Yeah.
days. It's just something spicy.
It wouldn't be anything like that, though. I mean, unless this guy is from like another world, in which case it could be freaking alien herbs.
Yeah. Okay. Imagine alien herbs. The inside is dimly lit by candles, their flames flickering as they dance in a rhythm to a soft chant that fills the air.
Spooky. Yeah.
Anyone give us a soft chant? Anyone else?
No,
It's
just
all
leave you
for
hanging.
you, that is.
No. Okay.
It's nice.
Right. Thank you. I thought
I was nodding off.
I'm
Yeah,
soothed.
it's like a soothing chant, rather than a crazy one. In the middle of the tent, surrounded by a circle of peculiar artifacts, sits Elron. He's adorned in robes, unlike the rest of the tribe, embroidered with symbols of galaxies and constellations. His deep-set eyes lock onto yours, piercing through the dim light. Whistle McDonaldtweaken, traveller of time, he murmurs, his voice deep and melodious. I've been expecting you. Trying to get more deep and melodious.
Oh, deep. Okay.
I've been expecting you. A shiver runs down your spine. How could he possibly know your name? And then, do you want to just jump into what you hear?
But how do you know my name? Are you a mind reader?
Elron chuckles softly at this. His eyes shimmering with an otherworldly light. Ah, Whistle McDonaldtweaken, the fabric of time and space is intricate and woven with many threads. I am not a mind reader, but I possess knowledge of the past, present, and some hints of the future. He beckons you to sit across from him. As you do, you feel a strange energy in the room. You see, he continues, I too am a traveller, though not in the same way as you are. I traverse the cosmos, the vast expanse of the universe, gathering wisdom and insight. At this point, were you like, what?
Yeah. Again, we do try and keep PastMaster. The whole idea is it's supposed to be realistic. It's like what happened in the past if we changed it.
But you planted the seed.
Well, I mean, I did introduce a wizard as the narrator, so maybe that's
just sort of giving it a... But it's amazing, isn't it? You plant a little seed
time
like that.
seed, and it's like, well, cosmos.
If it's wizards he wants,
Yeah.
I got wizards.
I got shitloads of wizards, mate.
Elron pauses, carefully selecting his next words. Your journey is intertwined with mine in ways that you cannot yet fathom. I knew you would seek me out, for the story of Stonehenge and its true purpose is one that spans millennia. He leans closer, his voice barely above a whisper. The stones are more than just a monument. They are a gateway, a portal to realms beyond our comprehension. But unlocking their secret requires knowledge from various epochs of time. Your heart races. This was more than you bargained for. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
The mystery of Stonehenge, a simple quest, was unraveling into something much grander and more complex. That's interesting. It's sort of, it's talking in the past tense immediately there, so it's gone into like story.
Yeah, it's like, we're not going to do the goal of finding out Stonehenge. We're going to do something more grander and more complex. Yeah, so at this point, I mean, I kind of thought, I thought it would be quite a dry story about how it's just a Neolithic person called Dave who's commissioned it.
With words like wooga.
Wooga.
Oh, okay.
But nope, we are meeting a wizard man who traverses the cosmos. So, yeah.
Okay, the options were, tell me more about this portal, what lies beyond. 2, what role do I play in this grand tale of Stonehenge? Or 3, if you're from the cosmos, why are you here now?
Why have you just turned up here now, of all places?
Elron.
Yeah. I put, tell me about this portal, how does it work, and what lies beyond?
Elron's gaze drifts towards the centre of the tent where a small model of Stonehenge stands. The intricate stones are bathed in the flickering light, casting eerie shadows on the walls. The henge, he begins, is more than mere stones. It's a culmination of cosmic energies, aligned with celestial bodies, crafted with a purpose only a few can fathom. When the stones align with certain astral patterns, a portal opens. Let's just say that again. Portal opens. What is going on here? But not just any portal, a gateway to different dimensions, realms that exist parallel to our own.
Yeah.
What do you make of this, Keon? Is this sort of...
Because you were doing some research on Stonehenge for this episode.
Yeah, none of this was in there.
Is this aligned with your expectations?
At this point, or I think it's like a hole between one thing and another. So, but normally between dimensions or worlds or something.
Yeah.
It's very...
You'd think that would be, news that had happened a few times since.
Yeah.
Or maybe because the stones have all like eroded away.
Yeah, it's lost its power.
They can't open anymore.
Yeah. Just needs the right person to touch a stone in the right way.
It just needs Whistle McDonaldtweaken to
fiddle around with the stone and then off he goes. Okay. He looks deep into your eyes, ensuring you grasp the magnitude of his words. What lies beyond is a myriad of worlds, some wondrous and full of beauty, others treacherous and filled with unspeakable horrors. It's said that those who venture through and return come back with knowledge and power unimaginable to mortals. Your eyes must have been lighting up at this point, Ryan.
I mean, at this point, I'm like, okay, this test has now just become a playthrough because I now want to know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, it's intriguing.
How is it like? What is GameMaster gonna come up with from the other side of this portal? And will it possibly make any sense?
It sounds like Stranger Things. You might get these weird sort of shadow monsters that come through and eat your soul or something.
Am I going to cause like dimensions to break and like change history by bringing some interdimensional beast? Yeah, like I was thinking at this point, wow, this is very not like PastMaster normally
is.
Is
Sci-fi.
This is a sci-fi master.
Takes a deep breath before continuing, but there's a catch. The portal doesn't remain open indefinitely, and if you were to remain on the other side for too long, they might never be able to find their way back. The weight of this revelation presses down on you. The thought of infinite worlds and the risks involved makes your head spin. Elron,
tell me about it.
We've lost Keon.
His head is literally spinning for the benefit of listeners. Elron reaches out, placing a gentle hand on your shoulder. Whiskle McDonkle-Tweaken, you have a choice to make. With your knowledge from the future, you might be the key to unlocking the full potential of Stonehenge and exploring the realms beyond. And it gives you some options here, as you might want to say. 1, I want to unlock the portal and see what lies beyond. 2, this is too much for me. I need to reflect on what you've said. That's very much blue pill in the Matrix, isn't it?
No, fuck this.
I'm out. This is fucking mental. I'm not having it.
I should have done that and then just gone back to Irene, who's like, bloody hell. That guy is on something. She's like, I know, right?
Tell me about it. He is wild.
He's brought these unfamiliar herbs with him and he's just been chatting shit in that tent. We can't get rid of him.
There's no portal. There's nothing. He's just mad. Oh, dear. Or 3, if I help you, how will this affect my world and the course of history? Okay.
So obviously I wanted to know more about it. So I said, who made this portal? When does it fire up? Shall we go through it?
Very innocent little question,
leading him on.
Elron's smile widens slightly, a mix of amusement and intrigue playing on his features. Ah, Whiskle McDonkle-Tweaken, ever the curious spirit. That is what makes you special.
Oh, very complimentary, isn't he?
He's lovely. Yeah, he's sort of warm to you, I think. He moves to the model of Stonehenge, his fingers delicately tracing the edges of the stones. The portal's origins are shrouded in mystery. Some say it was the gods, others believe ancient cosmic travelers, but the true architects remain unknown. Okay, so
still give him a little bit of leeway. Because remember, that to win this game, I have to find out who
actually made it
and why.
So the quest is on. Perhaps they exist beyond the portal, or perhaps they vanished into the annals of time. Note here, I love how much it just says, love saying annals.
It uses it a lot, doesn't it?
Annals is not a word that comes up in every conversation.
We've had the annals of crime, the annals of time.
As for when it activates, Elron continues, his eyes gleaming with anticipation, the portal fires up during specific celestial alignments. Yeah, you said that, mate. The next one is fast approaching. During the solstice, the sun's position, combined with the unique positioning of the stones, will open the gateway for a brief moment. His gaze meets yours. Intensity burning within. It's mysterious. Venturing through the portal is a choice not to be taken lightly, he says. There are risks, but also potential rewards. We can journey on together, but I must warn you, the path may not be easy, and what awaits us on the other side is unknown. So what did you say to that?
I said, let's fucking do this.
Wow.
No need to prepare. Let's just dive through it and hope we land somewhere with oxygen. Because I suddenly pictured, what if you just land on a planet that's just like...
with no atmosphere. All right. Elron thought this was funny. Elron chuckles heartily. Clearly delighted with your enthusiasm. Ah, Whiskle McDonkle-Tweaken, such bravery, such zeal. Very well, let us embark on this daring voyage. The two of you exit the tent and make your way towards the imposing structure of Stonehenge. As you approach, you feel a strange energy in the air, a pulsating hum that resonates within your very being.
I like that this solstice is happening now.
By coincidence, for the sake of the story. Standing amidst the colossal stones, Elron starts chanting in a language unfamiliar to you. Can you give us a chant, Keon?
No, that's not me. You're the chant guy.
Sort of
Come by.
West Country chanting.
That was really good.
Ground trembles and the stones begin to glow with a soft blue hue. As the celestial bodies align overhead, the very centre of Stonehenge is enveloped in a swirling vortex of colours.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where is this going?
Well, let's find out. Elron grabs your hand, his grip firm, and he says, on the count of 3, we jump.
Of course.
1, 2, 3! With that, the two of you leap into the portal, the world around you dissolving into a kaleidoscope of colours and sensations. What?
I mean, I
What?
thought when we went to the land of the dead in the ancient Egyptian times that was
Yeah.
as silly as it was going to get. It's like, no, this is all about historical facts and accuracy,
That's what we want.
says the man who just leaped into a portal to another dimension.
You land with a soft thud on ground made of iridescent crystals. The air is breathable, albeit with a hint of sweetness to it. Before you stretches a landscape like none you've ever seen. Floating islands, waterfalls that cascade upwards, and flora glowing with bioluminescence. Creatures of unimaginable shapes and sizes move about, some taking notice of your arrival while others go about their business. What?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
It's painted quite the scene, hasn't it?
It has.
I'm really looking forward to messing about on Mid-Journey for this one.
Sky above is a canvas of purples and blues with 3 moons hanging low. Elron looks around, a hint of wonder in his eyes. Welcome, Whistle McDonald-Tweaken, to the dimension of Luminaria. Our journey has truly begun. Okay, fine, Luminaria. However, as you revel in the beauty of Luminaria, you
Is that 'cause
notice
of the moons. That's
I
just
guess
occurred to me.
they're just bioluminescence everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know, everything's just luminous. No. Luminous creatures going about their business, apparently.
What should we call this bright, luminous place?
Luminaria.
Luminaria.
However, as you revel in the beauty of Luminaria, you notice one of the creatures approaching you, a tall, ethereal being with wings that shimmer like stained glass. Oh, man. 2 options. Approach the being with a gesture of peace. I don't know what that might be. 2. Ask Elron about the creature. Or 3. Try and find a place to hide.
Yeah. At this point, I was like, well, Game Master's making this very silly. I'm going to be silly as well. So I said, Elron, did you bring any food? I'm actually quite hungry, and it occurs to me we might not be able to eat things here. Shall we eat this creature, perhaps?
Elron looks a tad horrified at your suggestion. I think that's fair enough, actually, isn't it? You know.
What creature is it?
Well, it's got wings like stained glass. I think that's all we know, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's ethereal,
Like-
tall.
Luminous.
I'm picturing just like glowing. I can't
Yeah.
look at it. It's so bright and sparkly.
But you're going to try and eat it anyway.
I was trying to eat it anyway.
Raw.
Raw.
I hadn't decided it at this point.
Well, the air's sweet. Maybe the creatures are sweet as well. It's just like eating a load of candy floss.
Yeah.
Who knows? Elron looks a tad horrified at your suggestion, his eyes widening momentarily. Whistle McDonald-Tweaken, while it's true that I have brought provisions from our world, it would be ill-advised to eat creatures from a dimension we know so little about. Or to go to a dimension that we know so little about, to be fair. Besides, it's paramount that we show respect to the inhabitants of this realm. He reaches into the folds of his robes, producing a small satchel. Here, he says, handing you some dried fruits and nuts from your own world. This should sate your hunger for
Take
now.
this and shut up.
Stop trying to eat the aliens. Let's be cautious about the resources we consume. The ethereal creature, having witnessed your exchange, approaches with a curious expression, its wings shimmering in the iridescent light. It produces a strange fruit from behind its back. You like apples?
You
are.
hungry?
The surface of which pulsates gently, so it's like a throbbing apple. The sound of it sounds fucking freaky. It offers it to you, seemingly as a gesture of goodwill. And what did you want to do here, Ryan?
And so I'll ask Elrond if this creature is sentient, or if it's something we can ride like a horse. Can we capture it and ride it back through the portal, sitting on its back? Also, does it know who built Stonehenge? I really do need to find this out.
Good.
How big is this creature as well?
Tall and ethereal.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So I
10
don't even know
foot.
why I'm
10 foot tall.
Bigger than Whistle McDonald-Tweaken.
Yeah.
Elron, always the voice of wisdom, replies thoughtfully. Whistle McDonald-Tweaken, while the allure of the unknown is tempting, it's essential to approach new experiences with respect and consideration. This being appears sentient, intelligent, and capable of understanding our intentions. Treating it as a mere steed might not be wise or respectful.
Sport.
He gestures towards this being and begins communicating, not through words, but through intricate hand gestures and soft humming sounds.
Go on then.
Hand gestures ensue. The creature responds in kind, its wings emitting a gentle glow and producing harmonious melodies. After a brief exchange, Elron turns to you. The being, which identifies as a Lumarian, says it knows not of Stonehenge. However, they are willing to assist us on our quest by guiding us through Luminaria and introducing us to other beings who might have answers, Elron adds with a hint of amusement. And no, they did not appreciate the idea of being ridden.
Oh. At this point I said, okay, I think I will take a bite of this Luminarian's food. Do you think my human stomach can handle it, or will I start tripping out like on acid? I'm gluten intolerant. Will that be okay?
Basically, I'm worried I'm going to start tripping my balls up.
Yeah. And more than I already am, apparently.
Elron chuckles softly. Ah, Whistle McDonkle-Tweaken, the ever-present concern of dietary restrictions, even in a dimension as otherworldly as Luminaria. He holds the pulsating fruit up to his nose, sniffing it thoughtfully. From its scent and aura, it does not seem harmful, but as for its gluten content or how it might interact with the human digestive system, I cannot be certain. Elron glances back at the Lumarian, attempting to convey your concerns. The creature hums a soft melody, its wings casting vibrant patterns of light. As the melody concludes, a gentle feeling of reassurance washes over you, though it's hard to tell if it's your intuition or some form of Lumarian communication.
So, yeah, I said, I will take a bite of this pulsating interdimensional fruit, please.
Sense of daring curiosity, you take the pulsating fruit in your hand. Its surface is smooth. The gentle rhythm beneath your fingers feels oddly comforting.
I really didn't think I'd be doing this in this episode.
Eating throbbing alien fruit. Oh, man, so odd. Do you want to explain what's going on, Keon? You having a little chuckle?
No, you just go.
Putting something throbbing in his mouth.
Yeah, didn't want to be shoving throbbing things in my mouth. Thank you.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Back.
With a daring sense of curiosity, you take the pulsating fruit in your hand. Its surface is smooth, and the gentle rhythm beneath your fingers feels oddly comforting. It's like wanking off an alien.
Oh my God! I just wanted to find out where Stonehenge came from. It's happening.
This is where you need to know all these things to know where Stonehenge.
To understand it,
You've
Never mentioned that before.
That's why it's an allegory. You're taking the forbidden fruit.
Yeah, correct.
I don't know.
You take a cautious bite, and a burst of flavours floods your palate, a mix of sweetness, tartness, and a hint of something you can't quite put your finger on. Unlike anything you've tasted before, the fruit's texture is soft, melting in your mouth with a cooling sensation. As you swallow, a warm, gentle energy...
There he goes.
He's gone. He's gone. As you swallow, a warm, gentle energy flows through you.
So you're not allowed to do anything dirty with it, but you could sort of come up with
There's a lot of innuendo.
Yeah.
Sexy alien
my
innuendo.
God.
Your senses seem heightened, the colours around you more vibrant, and the sounds of Luminaria more harmonious. It's not an overwhelming sensation, but rather a gentle enhancement of your surroundings. Elron observes you closely, a hint of relief evident in his eyes. It seems the fruit is not only edible, but also has some beneficial properties. How do you feel, Whistle McDonkle-Tweaken?
Filled with vitamins. That's what you always have to say to get them to swallow it. You get vitamins out of it. Sorry.
Oh my God! I wonder what you were talking about then. I just realised. Dirty talk. Wash your mouth out. Marian, seemingly pleased by your acceptance of its offering, starts to hum a melodious tune, its wings shimmering even more brightly than before.
Bet it is.
What do you say to that?
So Elron asked me what I think of the fruit, and I said, yeah, not bad. I've had it better. I'll give the Lumarian a thumbs up. Let's continue with our journey. I'm eager to find out who built Stonehenge. My assumption now is that it was these pulsating fruit wizard people. Maybe they visited Earth and used it as a kind of transit station.
Elron nods thoughtfully. Your theory is intriguing, Whistle McDonkle-Tweaken. If Stonehenge is indeed a portal to various dimensions, well, as I think we've seen it is.
Yeah, I'm literally in another dimension right now.
Then its architects may very well hail from realms such as Luminaria. Our journey here could shed light on this mystery. With your thumbs up gesture, the Lumarian seems to brighten even further, its wings glowing with increased intensity. It gestures for you to follow and begins to lead the way, gliding effortlessly over the iridescent crystal terrain. As you journey through Luminaria, you encounter various wonders, floating islands with cascading waterfalls that defy gravity, forests where the trees emit soft luminescence, and creatures of various shapes and sizes, again, going about their business.
Good old.
What is an alien going about his business? What does that involve?
I don't know.
Walking around.
Shimmering with lights, making little melodious tones at people.
Just calling people on his cell phone.
Yeah.
Just walking about.
Yeah.
Throbbing fruit. The Lumarian guides you to a vast amphitheatre-like structure. Here, a council of Lumarians awaits, their presence commanding and ethereal. As you approach, they seem to communicate in harmonious melodies, their wings casting a kaleidoscope of colours. Okay. After what seems like a melodic debate, one of the elder Lumarians speaks. I don't know how it knows it's one of the elders, but...
Yeah. Is it
like
bigger?
Bigger.
Even shinier?
Travellers from another realm, we understand your quest for knowledge regarding the monument you call Stonehenge. It is true that our ancestors, along with beings from other dimensions, had a hand in its creation. Elron listens intently, absorbing every word. The monument serves as a bridge connecting various dimensions, allowing beings like us to explore, learn, and interact. However, its true purpose and potential remain dormant, waiting for the right moment and the right key to unlock. You realize the answers you seek might be even more complex and profound than you initially imagined.
I just put, look, just tell me who built Stonehenge and why, please. This interdimensional fruit thingy is now pulsating inside my guts, and I think I'm going to need to go to the Luminaria, if you catch my drift.
Nice.
Hey.
Amazing.
I wonder if, do they like jokes? Does GameMaster like jokes?
Now, at this point, something strange happened, which
Okay.
must be a new feature of ChatGPT. It gave me 2 answers and asked me, which of these do you like best?
Ah.
So if you read 2 of 2 first.
Elron stifles a chuckle at your pun, though the elder Lumarian remains expressionless. Just did not land with these aliens.
Yeah.
The pulsating hues of its wings portraying a sense of serene patience. Very well, Whistle McDonkle-Tweaken, the elder Luminarian begins, its voice a harmonious blend of tones. Stonehenge was a collaborative creation. Our ancestors, along with beings from other realms and even your own Earth, worked together to build it. It's not just a monument, but a multi-dimensional nexus, a point of convergence for various worlds. Elron's eyes widen with realization. The elder continues. It was constructed to facilitate exploration, exchange of knowledge, and harmony among the universes. Every piece, every stone, is infused with energies from different realms, yours included. Each alignment, each celestial event opens pathways to new worlds such as your presence here in Luminaria. As the truth dawns on you, the pulsating sensation from the fruit seems to intensify, connecting you to the essence of Luminaria and beyond. There's this thing in your guts just like wobbling around.
So, oh my God, is this knowledge?
Suddenly, the elder Luminarian extends its wing, and a surge of energy flows through you. Visions of the past, present, and potential futures flash before your eyes. The construction of Stonehenge, beings of various forms working in unison, the portal
Keon's
activations,
face.
and the infinite pathways stemming from it.
This isn't how it happened.
Well,
It was some
beg to
fucking
differ. beg to
druids,
differ.
for fuck's sake.
And it gives you a little thing, your revelation. Stonehenge wasn't built by a single individual or civilization. It's a nexus, crafted by collaborative efforts from beings across dimensions, including humans, Lumerians, and others yet unknown. It stands as a testament...
Others that I can't be bothered to come up with just yet, unless you ask me.
A nexus, is that what that word means?
I think they're just... I don't really use nexus very often.
It doesn't come up much, does it?
It sounds sort of spacey and
a good
presumably
word.
like a point of...
Does it mean like interconnection point?
yeah, point of convergence is what I sort of...
Yeah.
I don't know.
That is a good word. I like it.
Can you find out what nexus means?
A connection or series of connections linking two or more things.
Oh,
There
there we
you
go
go.
then. As the visions fade, the elder Lumerian concludes, the why transcends individual purposes. It embodies unity, exploration, and infinite potential that arises when diverse beings converge. With the mystery of Stonehenge's creation unveiled, a mix of awe, enlightenment, and intensified need for a loo encapsulates you.
So
That's a nice little bit of banter there from
yeah,
GameMaster.
and you know a lot there.
There's a
It
lot
was-
to take in.
And I was just like, wow, this has really given me some crazy stuff. There's a nexus, all these dimensions. So I was very impressed with it. I thought likes to take it and run with it. It was very good. I actually selected the alternative option that it gave me, which is shorter, but a little bit more to the point and made me laugh.
Is that the one I've got?
I think that's the one you've got.
Was the elder Lumerian emits a soft melodic chuckle,
Nice.
seemingly amused by your candidness. Very well, Whistle McDonkle-Tweaken, let us be succinct. It was our ancestors in collaboration with beings from various realms who contributed to the creation of Stonehenge. It serves as a multi-dimensional nexus, a focal point for energies that bridge worlds. Its primary purpose was for exploration, learning, and on occasion, refuge. Earth's unique position in the cosmic web made it an ideal location for such a construct. Elron nods in appreciation. Thank you, wise one, for shedding light on this ancient mystery, he says. The elder Lumerian then gestures to a nearby crystalline structure that seems to pulsate gently. If you're feeling the after effects of our fruit, that is our luminaria. That kind of sounds like Austin Powers to me.
Yeah.
So silly. Please, make use of it. I don't know, how did you respond? Like, go for a massive shit in his crystal toilet?
I should have said that. It's like, I do the biggest turd ever. My brain was just like, how did I end up sitting on a crystal loo in another dimension? This is all getting very, very silly.
Gave you the options what you could say. Thank you, I'll be right back. 2, before I go, is there a way to return safely to my dimension with this knowledge? Or 3, how can I ensure Stonehenge remains protected in my world?
I wasn't going to turn down the option of a crystal loo, so I said, thank you, I'll be right back.
Nice. And Elron says, I don't know what's Elron saying this rather than this Luminarian elder alien thing, but Elron says, of course, Whistle McDonkle-Tweaken, take your time. Have a nice slow sit down. Elron smiles with a kind smile, a twinkle of amusement in his eyes. You make your way to the Luminaria. The experience is unique, to say the least. The facility seems to be perfectly attuned to the needs of interdimensional travellers. What does that mean? It wipes your ass for you?
I'm thinking, those Japanese toilets? I'm thinking like that, but on steroids.
Like hairdryer.
Yeah. But like out of crystal.
After a short while, you return feeling much lighter and refreshed. Elron and the Luminarian Elder await your return patiently. The Elder speaks. Now that you're feeling better, is there anything else you wish to know or do before we attempt the journey back to your realm?
I should have just been like, oh crap, no, I've got to go back and see how patient they'd be. But no, I just said, I'll head back now, please.
Very well, Elron responds, nodding. The Lumerian Elder gestures, and the amphitheatre begins to resonate with harmonious melodies. A portal, similar to the one at Stonehenge, begins to form. Elron takes your hand, his grip reassuring. Remember, Whistle McDonkle-Tweaken, the knowledge you've gained is invaluable. Use it wisely. With that, the two of you step into the portal, the world of Luminaria fading as the familiar surroundings of Stonehenge come into view. You're back on Earth, the massive stones of the ancient monument standing tall and majestic around you. Elron releases your hand, offering a warm smile. Our journey was extraordinary, and the knowledge we've gained could change the course of history. Remember to tread carefully with this information. With a final nod and a flourish of his robes, Elron disappears, leaving you amidst the enigmatic stones of Stonehenge.
Now, do we think he actually literally vanished or just walked off?
See, I think I'd like to think he just disappears behind a stone.
And
gone when
waiting for you to go. So.
It gives you an epilogue. Do you want to read the epilogue?
Yeah, go on then. Epilogue. The knowledge you gained from Luminaria reshaped humanity's understanding of Stonehenge and its significance. Historians, archaeologists, and scientists from around the world flocked to study the monument further, leading to a new era of interdimensional research and exploration. Your adventurous spirit and daring choices became legendary, immortalized in books, films, and tales for generations. Stonehenge, once a mysterious relic of the past, became a beacon of hope and curiosity for the future. Its secrets unlocked by a brave time traveller named Whistle McDonkle-Tweaken. As for the game of PastMaster, what? Your actions left an indelible mark, ensuring that future players would always hear tales of the traveller who dared to venture beyond the known realms, forever changing the course of history.
Hang on. So, and as for the game of PastMaster, so it's sort of created, like it's inserted PastMaster into the lore of this universe.
So what is the impact on, I feel like this episode's had a lot of impact on PastMaster.
I need to lie down. That's all I.
Yeah, and then it just finishes. Thank you for playing Pastmaster Winkle McDonald Tweakin. Your journey was truly unforgettable. 3 emojis.
It really was.
So
So that clears that up.
that clears that
Yep.
up then. Yeah, it's
So now you know.
Yeah, now I know. I'm really, really pleased.
so I mean, it's weird, isn't it? I don't think Sai's planting that seed of a wizard right at the start. There was nothing really to suggest I want to go on a psychedelic
No.
sci-fi adventure to another world. Do you know Rick and Morty?
Yeah, yeah.
Very Rick and Morty,
Yeah.
actually. Utterly weird.
Batshit crazy.
What would you have expected to see, Keon, if you'd sort of like were rolling these massive stones? And what would you have done? Just like
I've been like, where they come from?
yeah, we don't even know
Like,
where they came
what's-
from, do we?
Yeah, like
Aliens brought
where you
them.
come from?
They came from that quarry over there. That guy.
And
Dave.
why are you putting them there? Why that shape? And
Yeah.
what are you going to use it for? It's just those like basic questions, really. None of this. That's true. Whatever.
Popping to another dimension for shit.
Yeah,
A shit on a crystal aliens,
swallowing
massive
some
crystal toilet.
pulsating fruit.
Some horrible jizzy alien fruit. Yeah, very weird, but intriguing adventure that came.
I mean,
out.
we're never going to know anyway, so you might as well
Have a
just
laugh.
like
This,
around.
is
yeah.
as likely as
Yeah,
any other.
like that can just go in the list of theories now, and no one can say otherwise.
It's one more theory for the list, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of today's slightly different adventure? Would you have gone through and done a turd in Luminaria? Do let us know. Well, I was going to say, should we jump back through the portal and go on some other intervention? We'll park that for like different podcasts.
Interdimensional
Interdimensional Master.
Master.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let us know what you thought. In touch, we are on Twitter, X at PastMaster AI.
We're on Instagram at PastMasterPod.
Or you can email pastmasterpod@gmail.com.
We're also on TikTok at PastMaster AI. We're going to attempt to post some little videos, silly videos, with some of that mid-journey artwork.
I can't wait to see the mid-journey out of this episode. It's going to be wild.
Just run wild. Your imagination is
Yeah.
just free to do whatever. In fact, we should have a little competition. Like, what do we think this Luminarian looks like? Who can come up with the best artwork?
And if anyone listening has making any AI art, love to see anyone else's creations of what this might look like.
Please do send that in.
Doesn't even have to be AI art. It could just be
Your own art.
sketches.
Yeah.
Just your own art.
Just get for us a crystalline toilet. Yeah. Tune in next time for more Pastmaster adventures.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah. What now?